not sniffing that Hall of Fame anytime soon. But speaking of Syracuse alumni, Jim, I need Buddy to be healthy. Oh!
This kid has one of the highest ceilings in the entire world. No, not him. This guy. Noa Essengue is an elite combination of size and athleticism, which saw him draw significant attention ahead of the 2025 NBA draft. Standing 6 feet 10 inches with a 7 foot 1 inch wingspan and gazelle-like agility, he looks the part of an NBA star in the making. The Chicago Bulls fell in love with his physical gifts and sky-high ceiling, making him the 12th overall pick in 2025. At just 18 years old, the second youngest player in that draft class, Essengue was a rapid riser on draft boards. But potential is a double-edged sword. It fuels both excitement and anxiety for Bulls fans. Because when it comes to Noa, there's only two outcomes, star or bust, no in between. During the NBA Summer League, Noa had his welcome to the league moment. Unfortunately, it was on the wrong end of a highlight. Indiana Pacers guard Johnny Furphy absolutely posterized Essengue with a ferocious tomahawk dunk right in his grill. The photo of Noah's stunned face quickly went viral, and even SportsCenter anchors couldn't stop laughing at the replay.
Oh yeah, putting Noa Essengue on a poster. That's the worst poster I've seen in my life.
Is that real? As his co-host doubled over in laughter.
Is that real? Wait,
That's not real, right?
Not exactly the debut viral moment our guy was hoping for. To his credit, Essengue went up to contest the dunk. He wasn't backing down. Sure, he got baptized by Furphy, who, let's be honest, isn't exactly LeBron James, but at least he tried to make a defensive play. In fact, Bulls coaches might secretly love that. His willingness to challenge shots, even at the risk of embarrassment, shows competitive fire. As one reporter noted, his contest on Johnny Furphy ultimately landed him on a poster, but his inclination to go for a block certainly earned him some brownie points. In other words, the kid learned a hard lesson, but he earned respect for not shying away. The good news is that Essengue bounced back in that same game. After being dunked into meme status, he quietly put up 21 points on 7 of 14 shooting, including 3 3-pointers in a Bulls win. Over 3 Summer League games, he showed steady improvement, from the 5-point dud to a solid 12-point, 10-rebound outing, and then the 21-point mini breakout before a minor injury shut him down. He finished Summer League with averages of 12.7 points and 5.3 rebounds. Those numbers basically mirrored what he did in Europe, which is both encouraging, he held his own, and tempering, he didn't dominate. In any case, the Summer League gave us a small taste of both sides of Essengue, the highlight reel athleticism and the rookie oops moments. In an ideal world, Noa Essengue becomes the kind of player you build a team around. Here's why Bulls optimists are drooling over his potential. 1. He's built in a lab. Essengue's measurable traits are off the charts. He measured 6 feet 10 inches without shoes, with a 7-foot wingspan and a 9 feet 1 inch standing reach at the draft combine. Weighing only roughly 200 pounds, he moves with unusual fluidity for his size. Physically, he resembles a young Greek freak in the way he covers the court. 2. He's a defensive menace in the making. His length and mobility give him the tools to be a game-changing defender. The Bulls envision him as an all-NBA caliber defender and transition nightmare at his peak. He covers so much ground on defense that he can become a very disruptive player, swooping in from the weak side to contest shots. In Summer League, we saw flashes. He averaged 1.3 steals and 0.7 blocks in limited action, and Chicago's coaches are already eyeing him to help fix a defense that was among the league's worst last year. 3. Offensive versatility. Noa has shown surprisingly good handles and passing for a forward, a testament to his high basketball IQ. He loves to run in transition and attack the rim with long strides. In one exhibition game at just 17 years old, he dropped 20 points against the Portland Trail Blazers squad. He's also great at drawing fouls. In Europe, he posted a free throw rate of 75%. That ability to live at the foul line could greatly benefit a Bulls team that struggled to get to the line, ranking 29th in free throw rate. 4. His work ethic and intangibles. Head coach Billy Donovan praised Essengue's feel for the game and work habits, saying he really knows how to play the game, and that's a huge advantage for a young player. Such instincts and willingness to learn could accelerate his development. Essengue himself has expressed a desire to be a do-it-all player, modeling his game after stars like Kevin Durant, Brandon Ingram, and Kawhi Leonard. In short, he aspires to greatness, and the Bulls are more than happy to dream along with him. It's no wonder some Chicago fans are dreaming big. In fact, one overly enthusiastic Bulls commentator joked that Chicago might have 2 future Giannis's on their hands, calling Matas Buzelis the next American Giannis and Essengue the French Giannis. It was said tongue-in-cheek, but it captures the delirious optimism of a fan base desperate for something good to happen to them. Comparisons to the Greek Freak are obviously insane for any teenager, but the mere fact it's even brought up shows how tantalizing Noah's upside truly is. For all the hype, let's pump the brakes. Potential means you haven't done it yet. Essengue might have the highest ceiling of any rookie, but he also has a long way to go. The biggest question mark is his jump shot. In Summer League, Essengue hit only 26.7% of his three-pointers. His overall shooting mechanics are still a work in progress, and if that jumper never comes around, defenses will sag off and dare him to shoot, severely limiting his impact. Right now, he's a drive and dunk player without a reliable perimeter game. That's workable for a slashing role, but nowhere near star level until he can keep defenses honest. At roughly 6 feet 10 inches and 200 pounds, Noah is a stick. In his very first Summer League game, he looked shell-shocked by the physicality. Scoring just 5 points and coughing up 7 turnovers against Toronto's scrappy summer squad, it's going to take a couple of years in the weight room and many protein shakes before he can hang with NBA big men. If he fails to add strength, he won't last long. And then there's the psychological aspect. Hype can crush a young player. We've seen this story before. Remember Emoni Bates? He was once hailed as the next Kevin Durant as a teenager, splashed on magazine covers with sky-high expectations. A few years later, Bates went from surefire future NBA star to a fringe roster player with a very murky future in basketball. He became a cautionary tale of a prodigy who couldn't meet the unrealistic hype. The lesson: being labelled a generational prospect means nothing if development stalls or off-court issues arise. Essengue will need to keep his head on straight and work tirelessly to avoid becoming another "whatever happened to that guy" story. So, is Noa Essengue the NBA rookie with the highest potential? Arguably, yes. His ceiling is stratospheric. In a perfect timeline, 5 years from now, he's an all-star forward, the Bulls' defensive anchor and transition terror who has turned into a muscular beast. In that world, the Bulls struck gold at pick 12, and Essengue rewards their faith by becoming the next international sensation. But in an alternate timeline, all that potential fizzles out. Maybe the jump shot never clicks, the frame never fills out, and the game never slows down for him. He could just as easily be out of the league in a few years, remembered only as a draft day dream that turned into a meme, forever immortalized, thanks to Johnny Furphy. The range of outcomes with Essengue is extremely wide. Higher highs and lower lows than your typical rookie. Most likely, reality lies somewhere in between those extremes. The truth is that potential guarantees nothing. Essengue will have to grind, adapt, and prove himself step by step. The Bulls seem committed to bringing him along slowly, letting him develop at his own pace. Fans should buckle up for a patient ride. There will be flashes of brilliance and moments of frustration. That's the nature of grooming a raw talent. The line between incredible archetype and absolute bust is razor thin, and Noa Essengue is walking it. Bulls fans can only hope he lands on the right side of history, and that the next time he's on a poster, it's him doing the dunking.